Hello, Sunshines, and welcome to deValiante Plays Coffee Talk, Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly by Togi Productions. In an alternate reality Seattle, there's a coffee shop, and you're the barista. Spend the nights catering to humans, elves, satyrs, and even banshees in this heart-to-heart visual novel. If you want to see more games from this channel, drop a like and a follow and tell me in the comments what you want to see me play next. Warning, this video contains strong language. Discretion is advised. Now, without further ado, let's get started. First Workaholics Treatment Center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming in the Alki Beach. Curbing recent security breaches government to block data leakers' website. Something's missing from the drawer. It was a lighter, wasn't it? Did I misplace it? Ooh, shit's... a lot of stuff's going down. It must be all stories. Oh yeah, because it's a new day. She's a 10, but about to marry a freelancing elf. So she's 100. Aw. Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle, but it feels nice to have someone who depends on you, you know? Busy all day, work. Don't forget to drink water. Still on hiatus, though. It's coming together. I can't believe it. It's gonna be so good. Today's delivery cutoff time, 1500. No night shift. Oh, and the story. The daily story. 7th of July by the Magpie Bridge. Okay. She looks so pretty in her rented hemp pattern yukata. It's such a shame that it was raining tonight. I wonder if the renting place would charge more if we would return the clothing somewhat damp. I felt bad for insisting we dress the traditional way for the Tanabata festival. That mundane thought immediately went away when I saw her, looking as if she came straight out of a Makoto Shinkai movies. It was all worth it. If they charged extra, I'd shove my life savings at the lady who owned the renting place. She looked like dreams, and it was worth it. Her with a yukata and umbrella in my heart and all. Too bad that Altair and Vago couldn't meet tonight with all this rain, huh? You remember the story. Good. Meanie. I do listen to your astrology stories, you know. What? Astronomy. But thank you for being there for my stories, my lady. Blech. Under our transparent convenience store umbrella, we share whatever lovers share under the rain in their own world. The shrine we went to was unexpectedly full, despite being a bit tainted by the rain and the puddles it creates. We had to line up in a small queue for our wishes, but that stretch of time was easily filled with small talk, as lovers like to have. She hid her paper when I tried to peek at her wishes. Cute. As if she wasn't going to ask me to hang it on the highest spot on the bamboo trees. Hey, next year, can we come here again? We were on our walk back to our hotel when she began. Her voice was a bit too soft, sunk under the noise of the rain made. I'd be thrilled, but don't you want to use your long vacations to go somewhere else you haven't been? No, I like it here. And the moon looks so pretty. Really, it's raining though. I can't even see the moon. Silly boy. Her grin, prettier than all the full moons I've ever seen in my life. We took our time to walk home slowly through the night street. Just the two of us. But you know I'm happy that you think we can still travel the world. That we're still us. I knew I shouldn't say something like that, but it felt like my insecurities got the better of me. Oh, pretty boy. Talking about rain on the parade, Sorry, couldn't help it. What if it rains again next year? What if we're not all sunshine and rainbows like we used to be? Well, you know how In your Tanabata story, if it's raining, Altair and Vega can't meet each other on the Magpie Bridge. Then the bridge would be, like, empty, right? She stepped in front of me, still so close under our umbrella. Then whatever happens, if it rains next year, the 7th of July, I'll be waiting for you on the Magpie Bridge with this umbrella, silly. Alright. Did I misplace it? Yeah, it's missing. Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long, long night. Or not. Gala! Good evening. Hey, Diva. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope? Everything is just fine. You sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. That's right. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yes, what a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Do not forget the name tag. Do not forget the name tag. Much obliged. So Hendry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink, the SJN Shibababa. It's milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. I think it's called the STMJ. I'll have a cup of that. Yes. It was a tea. No? Or was it green tea? Oh lord. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, how do I make this image? Oh, it's a milk drink. Milk, ginger, honey. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming up. Thanks a lot. So what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is the ingredients. Susu, telur, madu, tahi, milk, egg, honey, and ginger. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog, except without, like, anything that makes it, albeit spicier and not as rich. But I can see why Hendry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That would be lovely. Then consider it done. You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why is that? Shit, I forgot his goddamn name tag! Ugh! Can we start the day over? Yes, I want to restart the day. We're just gonna, like... just mad at myself. Alright. Nothing new here. Doop, doop, doop. Doop. Doop, doop, doop. Doop. Okay, and then we're just gonna look at the story. Yeah, there we go. Doop, read it. Okay. Auto. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll turn that off. So I guess I can't forward. Because technically I didn't go through this. Come on. Okay, so with milk, honey, and ginger, or milk, ginger, honey? Milk, ginger, honey. Brew. Name tag, name tag, name tag, name tag, name tag, name tag. Name tag, name tag, name tag. Okay. Someone's key card, maybe? Yes. Proceed. Serve it! Oh! I see, I dropped my key card here, huh? Thank you, Diva. Now I have a spare. Because I already made a new one. It's always good to have an extra one in hand. The only downside is that it cost me $100. Now I'm wondering where I should keep this one. Maybe my locker at work? I'd hate to lose it there. Yeah, let's hope it never comes to that. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming up. Thanks a lot. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. That would be lovely. Then consider it done. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and save, because why not? You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why is that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. And it's not exactly great outside either. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Him? Yes. His car? Not so much. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yep, gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh, I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it. Which makes me wonder if it was anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past, too. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I always go to say homesickness. But I realize that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say, though. It's a strange longing for times gone by, considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast. Which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough, you'll realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you, decay, just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. Oh, hey there. We meet again. Yes, hello. Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Welcome, Miss Riona. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire. There's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? Sure. The fuck is that? Russian tea. Tea, lemon, and cinnamon. Tea, lemon, and cinnamon. Adorable. Russian tea for the lady rushing to deliver. That's a good one. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So, who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Oh hey, that's right. So you two connected in the end. To be perfectly honest, I actually forgot to contact him. So not on purpose, mind you. I was just really busy, you see. There were a lot of backed up deliveries to clear. We all have our busy days. Yes, it gets overwhelming sometimes, doesn't it? Nevertheless, the real reason I forgot to contact him is because I've been spinning his thing to ease my anxiety. His thing? You mean the fidget spinner? Yes, that. It serves as an effective distraction for my thoughts while I'm stuck in traffic. As such, I keep it in my car. I see. Makes sense for you to forget as soon as you got back home. I feel bad, truly. I mean, you're just using it as intended. So how did you end up connecting then? He messaged me through my private social media last night. Oh? Yes. I wonder how he was able to find my account, to be honest. Not to alarm you, but you can find just about anything online nowadays if you know your way around. That sounds quite worrisome. Yeah, concern has been raised about privacy issues. I suppose we can all we can do now is to consider carefully what we put out there. Right. So I assume you responded to him? I did, but it was a belated reply, and it was too late for us to keep chatting. That is why he asked to meet up here this evening. I see. What does he want from me? I guess we'll see. Yep. So Hyde's not coming tonight. Probably for the best, given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. My apologies for the surges. I was hoping it'd be more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right. You tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for your understanding. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with children? No. Sorry? Oh, I mean the hospital admissions problem from the other day? Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I was aware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you? Feeling better? Yes, well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. While we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually. It was a metered spot just outside the now-defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection. Yes, that's correct. I see. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know of the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. It's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it, since it's located in a very populated, culture-centric neighborhood. That's true. There's even an art college nearby. Right. Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd how? It's just barren, especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope. Exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long, long time ago. Perhaps this is what you were recalling? A flea market, huh? Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh wait, there was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever too, as far as I know. The hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit here. Sure. Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library, on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area that has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason? That sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there. Oh? Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That is crazy! Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, everyone. Oh boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Diva, for the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. You're in luck because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it for you now? Nah, it's fine. I'm just glad I know where it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, what's up, y'all? What's new? Good evening, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh? They got your car too, lady? Yes, but it's not a big issue. Still sorry you had to experience that. Where'd you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you like. That'd be real swell. Got it. Okay. Oh. Is it within the area you expected, or? Pretty much. The same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You can rest assured we already increased patrols in that area. That's great. But I'm the only one doing it at the moment. Oh, excellent. That sucks. Well, what's that? Am I hearing you, out of all people, doubting my skill, Diva? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase in your workload. Ah, well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Diva, and don't forget my lighter. Coffee. Okay. Give item. Oh, it's back. Oh, there it is. Whew, thanks, Diva. You probably think I'm being silly. But what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have a good reason for it to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. Right. Alright, here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. Perfect, as always. Are you ready to order? Might as well. I like something desserty, because it's my cheat day. Sure thing. Any specifics in mind? Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick, I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song. But for some reason I can't remember the title right now. That sounds oddly familiar. For real? Then I'll have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot spicy kick to it. It's like the Spanish something. Are we good friends with Georgie now? George. Yeah. Okay, good. We're friends with, Did we pass her birthday? No, we're not good friends with Georgie yet. Okay, I came here to look at this. It was a Spanish hot chocolate. It was like the Spanish Sahara. Okay, chocolate, milk, and ginger. Chocolate, milk, and ginger. Nope, that's cinnamon. Chocolate, milk, and ginger. Brew it. It's not as sweet, though, but it is a Spanish Sahara. Has a churro in it. Here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you. Oh, so that's what it's called. That's what we call it here, at least. Very cool. Then, bon appetit. I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks, Diva. You're so welcome. So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it in the same location where the lady's car was? Creepy patrolling experience? Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it, because maybe it's just a tad too spooky, even for me. What happened? Tell him, Pops! It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something. You've got a point there. Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about half a mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots, a fence here and there, an unfinished construction site with a couple of CCTVs dotted about. No tree. What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Huh. Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted in the city back in January. Ah. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and, being a decades-old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old? You think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Riona. Are you expecting something from me, Diva? Huh? Oh, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts. I understand. But I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? So anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 4 to 5 cars would park there overnight at most, which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal, though. As expected, though, nothing happened the first 2 nights. But yesterday was a different story. Oh. Ah! Hold on. What a stage setup, huh? Yeah. Oh, phew, there we go. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Well, it was nearing the end of my shift and I found nothing that was amiss. There were only 4 cars parked that night. 2 spaced across the street and 2 on the opposite corner, side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked one last round to make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay. Then at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette, smug as I was about to clock out, thinking 'twas another night job well done. Right? Wrong. As I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, 2 side by side, one across the street. All tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you. In a span of less than 10 minutes. That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just 1 tire. And that's if you're using the right tools. Right? But that wasn't all. Oh, no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the streetlights went out, suddenly and all at once. What? Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going further and further away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh. Are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrareds actually managed to catch something, but the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. But it's cool, though. I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants there, you see. Well, whoever they were, they sure worked fast. Right? Anyway, Diva, I think I want another drink. All that talking is making my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that. What would you like? What would you suggest? How about a tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff you have as a base? You mean hibiscus? Definitely. Okay then, I'll have red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Okay. Ginger and honey. This is exactly what you ordered. You cannot tell me it's wrong. One popping high jahe rosella for you. Oh, what does it mean? Jahe means ginger, te means tea, and rosella means roselle, another name for hibiscus. I see, a legit herbal drink. Spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call, Diva. I'm happy to please. If that's the case, let me join your patrol, Pops. Because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more. Wait a sec, kid. What do you mean by ghost, eh? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't ya? I don't know, Pops. Maybe it's even more crazier than that. This is a really serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me. But she might. Right, the tree, wasn't it? Oh yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if this can be any use at all, but... Officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Well, it's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market on that street, correct? Right. They called it the Fairy Market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all the other uncharacterizable beings at the time. Fairies were part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classification was thought as one of the first steps toward civil peace. But it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was all that before the Vindication Act? Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? That's as good as, not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the Fairy Market was created in the first place, to ensure transient survival throughout the changing times. In more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of Fairy Week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection, just so people would notice and come and take a look. Sounds kinda too low-key, no? Because it was illegal, silly. Oh. And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at best. Oh? Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course and striking a vendor there. And the only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wait a second. What? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this? The accident occurred in 1959, but the market itself was forcefully disbanded in 1961. Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. Huh? We're talking about the late 50s, early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. And I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Oh, correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the Corps had no choice but to dismiss the case. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the one people might expect. You mean, the tree? Right. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that, though. Us banshees don't do that. You don't? No, we simply disappear. So, if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail. So the driver's lawyer took advantage of those loopholes. And that's messed up. Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa. I'm boiling. I'll take a further look into this more, miss. But I have a question for you. Yes? You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? I don't know. I suppose it might depend on the acts of vandalism, when the acts of vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officer. Break a leg, Pops. I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep you posted. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I want to confirm, though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes? It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately, that is why there used to be memorabilia around that tree. They were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory. But it wasn't enough, was it? Else, we'd still have that tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Are there events I missed? It is quite scary to think about. For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable, so no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala. Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir. Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Riona. Thank you. See you around. Bye, Diva. Take care. You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? We don't sell food here. You don't? Ah, no wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding, Diva. Don't hate me, please. Well, do you want another drink, maybe?
I wouldn't mind one.
Nice. What do you feel like having?
Something without milk, with a fresh feeling and some brightness to it. I'm also quite partial to the blue pea tea.
Oh, okay. I'll order something for you. May I?
Sure.
Diva, could you try this mix? I saw this pretty drink in a video and it looked perfect for a lady.
Yep, what is it?
It had a blue pea as a base, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon. Okay. Blue, lemon, no, wait. Blue, honey and lemon? What the fuck did you say? Mint. Okay. Mint and lemon.
Hello, my darling.
Oh, the Galaxy Mint tea. Okay. Here you go, miss. From the man sitting right beside you. It looks nice.
It looks nice. Very pretty. I like it. Thank you.
I'm glad you do. And wow, Diva, it looks exactly like what I envisioned. You're a G.
I'm happy you both enjoyed it.
But man, that whole case earlier, though. It was a lot to take in. Also about the whole forgetting thing. That really gave me chills.
Why?
Don't you feel scared of just disappearing in the end? Because I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you, too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way. The traditional way.
Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to entirely certain about that myself.
Now that's what I call huge pressure. Before that, though, can I ask a little teeny tiny question?
Go ahead.
What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I may have an idea why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place?
Because it's been done before.
Pardon?
Because there was already a banshee who did it before, so I know it's not impossible.
Whoa, for real?
Her part was of a sorbet aria, and she was not very well known.
What's a sorbet aria?
I mean, she was a secondary character. Back in the early 19th century opera, sorbet arias would be sung towards the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to the patrons, often desserts, hence sorbet aria.
Oh, I see. Like background singing at the end of a show or something?
Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was on an old recording of a comedy opera. She was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was a funny epilogue to the opera, but hearing a banshee sing such a playful and light-hearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me.
Oh man, I bet it was.
Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but it always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own. That's really cool and brave of you to do so.
I agree.
I have never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing.
Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you, and wishing to leave a mark on this world.
Is that what you think?
Uh-huh. You're just trying to follow the path that's been traveled before, and that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful, yet courageous. Right, because the path you're choosing to walk is still difficult. Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody is going to remember us? Right, Diva? No comment. Ah.
Why do you want to be remembered so much?
Why wouldn't you?
Us banshees see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me?
I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see? Like, humongously large. Literally couldn't count all my siblings if I wanted to. Because they're everywhere, thanks to my dad. Oh. We weren't wealthy, though. Not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by to give us some money, though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple months. Then he'd just leave again a couple days later.
Are you the eldest?
Nope. But my older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died.
Oh.
Which is where my mom and siblings live now.
I'm sorry to hear about your father.
No, it's fine. Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings.
Wanting a slice in the inheritance pie, huh? You didn't do that, right?
Heck no. That's why I left for LA. So if they really want to sell the house, they have to chase after me.
Good call.
Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team.
That's a relief.
But that was also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills. And of course, I could stay alive as well. That was why I ended up having to join the production house.
The production house?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know? Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone after all. So I didn't know better how predatory things could be. Man, this isn't even going to be an entertaining story.
If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it.
No, it's not that. I just really didn't like that production house. But I needed the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone. But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all around helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. But that didn't discourage me all that much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not going to lie. Still. Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked. The end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about.
That's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening.
I just don't want to take up any more of your time. So, can I ask you a direct question?
Sure.
Great. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show? I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you and was just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but.
But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it?
Yet I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot, all to justify the game, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need an extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear. And not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first. Because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so...
Wait. This is a Bit sudden, don't you think?
No pressure, though.
How does the show work?
Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet. But ideally it will have like an interview at first, and then I'll record your singing. I'll bring all the gear. We also be doing the editing stuff. I just realized I don't think I read today's story. Georgie! Was that everything? Oh no, I did. Sweet. It was just forever ago. Oh yeah, because I restarted the day because I forgot to give Gala his name tag back. It's gonna take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do. But I did start my vlogging journey on my own too, so I can bet you the result will still be quality.
Your show will tank if I'm the first guest, you realize that, right?
If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you.
I'm flattered, but no thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for considering me, though.
Thanks for giving it a thought. Looks like I have to go.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? It's just bad timing.
Yes, I get it.
Cool. Hope we can meet again like this. If you want to.
Maybe.
I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Diva. Sorry if I bored you, huh?
No, truly, it was my pleasure.
Cool. Okay. I really have to go. See you around.
Safe trip.
Alrighty. See you, Diva.
Come again soon. I think tonight was the most I've talked in the past 2 years.
And I'm quite glad to hear that.
Thank you, Diva.
For what?
For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with.
It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around.
Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to do, to rethink. But I'll see you again soon.
I will be waiting, always. Safe trip, Miss Riona. And have a good night. Phew. I think I'm done for the night. Hope everything will work out for everyone. The bedchamber, a cup for those longing for a deep slumber. Thank you for joining me as I played Coffee Talk 2, Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly by Togi Productions. The next episode will be out shortly. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like and a follow and ring that notification bell so you know when a new episode drops. Also, don't forget to check out the link to the completely free Discord server to chat about games and whatever else is on your mind. Let's keep the comments chill, so no hate or spoilers, as I'm not above removing those comments and the people who make them. That's all for now, folks, and I'll see you next time.